Hello everyone, my name is Sarah Manuelli. I'm the Advocacy and Outreach Officer for the Mountain Partnership Secretariat. The Mountain Partnership is the only United Nations voluntary alliance dedicated to sustainable mountain development and mountain peoples. As you well know, mountain peoples and mountain environments face many challenges. They are fragile ecosystems, vulnerable to global changes. Mountain communities face high levels of poverty, food insecurity, and lack access to infrastructure, markets and credits. To ensure that mountains are made more visible in the press, in the public opinion, with youth, with policymakers and donors, it is crucial to step up the level of attention they receive. Therefore, we need a concerted communication strategy to raise awareness about mountains. We need to look at the messaging, the target audiences, and the tools and events through which to carry it out. The messaging should clearly explain the benefits that come from mountains, for example, water, biodiversity, food and clean energy, and the richness of the cultures, their identities, religions that comes from them. What is important to convey is that what happens in the mountains, climate change, deforestation, disasters, affect the rest of the planet and the people who depend on mountains for life. We need to create a sense of ownership of mountains. We need to clearly say that we all belong to the mountains and we are all mountain people. Mountains are vital for our lives. It's, for example, the strapline that we are using for the International Mountain Day celebrations, which, as you know, happen every year on the 11th of December. In social media, we use the hashtag Mountains Matter, and this is widely used by our partners, and we strongly recommend you use it too in all your communications. For reaching out, we also need data. We need compelling evidence that this action in favor of mountains is urgent. So we need to capture that in an informative way, with stats and figures to increase our outreach and impact, explain the urgency. We also need compelling storytelling that narrates the opportunities, all the fantastic things from organic agriculture to climate-resilient crops that are being used in the Andes, to phone apps that calculate the nutrient requirements of the soil in Nepal, that mountain people are doing around the world. We need to share these stories widely. Finally, let's try and expand the target audience, the reach. We need to reach to a wider public, the youth, the non-converted, the opinion makers, the influencers. We need to use ambassadors, famous people that can speak across platforms to different people with different tones of voice. So we want to create a movement, make lots of noise, use social media, simple messaging, and create a sense of identification with mountains. So they're not seen as a remote, inaccessible peak, but as an ecosystem that is crucial for the sustainable development of the planet. At the Mountain Partnership and at FAO, we use an array of tools and events. For example, an editorial signed by our FAO Forestry ADG is published in many languages on the day of International Mountain Day. We produce interviews, radios and TVs in many languages, videos. We produce content for Twitter, and please follow the MP Chair, which is the account of the MP Steering Committee Chair, the one we use to communicate Mountain Partnership news. Please also follow the Forestry FAO Twitter, which tweets about mountain issues regularly. At the Mountain Partnership, we have a Facebook page and a monthly website called Peak to Peak. In addition, events, seminars, conferences are all great occasions to spread the message. And the 11th of December is the most important date. But you can also target unconventional events. Sports events is an example, the Winter Olympics, as a way to preach beyond the converted and reach a critical mass, which in turn can influence policymakers. So I encourage you to look at all possible ways in which to communicate and raise awareness about the issues and challenges facing mountains. The aim is to bring about change and to ensure that nobody is left behind. This is a great opportunity, and we need to take this and really promote the idea that mountains matter. Thank you.